Moments away from tip-off live from Century High School Orange League coverage. Tonight it's Katella coming in undefeated in conference to take on Century. Century dropped a game back on January 17th. That was at Katella. Century looking to return the favor in a couple minutes here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Have any friends or family that want to watch, go to our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1, and you can watch this broadcast live. It will also archive to the channel. Back in a moment. Happy you've joined us, everybody. Spread the word. www.SoCalCollegeSports.com. Also on our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. We are broadcasting live from Century High School. Orange League basketball tonight. Katella and Century. The Knights and the Centurions. Starting for Katella, Chris Seipert, Ed Williams, Jacob Ehrlich, Jorge Torres, and Joseph Ramirez. Meanwhile, for the Centurions, it'll be Melvin Guardado, Rigo Ramirez, Ronnie Ramirez, Eduardo Sordo, and Luis Moran. The big matchup to watch early on is going to be Sordo versus Williams. Sordo, a freshman, averaging over 17 points a game. He's the go-to man for Century, and we are ready to go. Katella wins the tip, and we're off. Ehrlich on the far side enters into Williams, working against Sordo. Very important for Sordo to stay out of foul trouble. Sordo, good job going straight up, tapping it out. It goes off of Ehrlich, out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Centurions. Enter into Moran. Sordo going to bring it up. Working against Williams. Williams very athletic, very strong. Starting tight end for a state championship team in Division 5 CIF for Katella this season. I thought that ball went off of a Centurion, but they're not going to overrule it. It's going to stay here. Little home cooking early here for the Centurions. 7:36 to go. Baseline, this is Ronnie Ramirez. Reverses it to Moran. Up top, here's Sordo. They switched off. Now Williams switching everything. Sordo into the lane. Back to his right shoulder. No good. Gets his own rebound. Wide open Moran from the top of the key. And Century strikes first blood, 3-0. It's a good job by Moran being ready to shoot. Quick entry pass down the lane. Or down the court, rather. And it's Ramirez picking up a foul on Williams. Well, pretty good at catching the ball in football. Not bad at basketball, too. Some pretty good mitts. Puts it up. Can't get it to go, but a couple free throws coming his way. Big, strong defender. He's tough to get off of the boards, and he's a leading scorer for Katella coming in. The shade over 14 a game. It's him and Joseph Ramirez leading the way for the Knights. And Ramirez, a player of concern on the coaching side for Century. They have to keep him off the three-point line. Not a great handle of the basketball, but can definitely shoot the rock. Guardado, team's only senior, running the baseline right now. Sordo looking for him, has it near side. Sordo over to Ronnie Ramirez. Ramirez through the legs, gives it back to Guardado. 9 on the shot clock. Century's going to have to get to work here. Guardado driving the lane, puts up a left-handed layup. That's good. 5-1 early. Century on top of Katella. We're watching SoCalCollegeSports.com's bonus coverage. High school basketball here from Century High School. My alma mater. Beautiful feed inside. Williams can't get it to go. Well, he caught the dime, just could not finish. Rigo Ramirez is going to bring it up. Rigo inside, Sordo wide open. That's way too easy, and the early foul for Williams as he comes over late. Disarray defensively for Katella, and it results in a 7-1 early lead for the Centurions. We're going to have a timeout early here from the Knights, and with good reason. 6:08 to go in the first quarter. You are watching high school basketball coverage here on SoCal College Sports. And one opportunity here for Sordo. He gets a nice roll. Eduardo, we talked about at the top of the broadcast, averaging over 17 points a game. That's his first 3 of the ball game. This is going to be a foul. This is going to go against the senior Guardado. Well, talking with head coach Jeff Young for Century yesterday, team that has to stay out of foul trouble, and Guardado has the big assignment tonight versus Joseph Ramirez, number 32. He's taking the ball out of bounds right now. Seipert down the lane. Sordo, not a lot of challenging there, and with good reason, trying to stay out of foul trouble. 8-3. Sordo going to bring it up, working against Williams. Gives off to Ramirez. Rigo over to Moran. Back to Guardado. They're looking for Ramirez flashing across the lane. Sordo has it, working on Williams. Going to get a screen. No. He'll take it himself. Back to Ramirez. Ramirez thought about it from 23. And he thought otherwise. Williams goes for a steal. Leaves everybody in disarray. Sordo, nice move to the basket. And the finish. 10-3 Century on top of Katella. It's a storied rivalry here between these two teams. One that I was a part of back in the day, and it's going to be a foul down low. It's going to go against Rigo. Ramirez trying to box out Williams. Williams had already engaged in the rebounding position. He was in midair. Ramirez came in underneath. That's an easy call. Seipert will take the ball out of bounds here. 4 across on the baseline. They enter in. Moran taps it out. Right to Torres. Torres. Ehrlich. Ehrlich on the dribble. Fresh shot clock. Ramirez now with it. Working against Guardado already with 1 foul tonight. Ramirez taps it back. That one tapped by Moran into the backcourt, so no violation. Seipert now on the dribble to his left. Ramirez, little Ole defense, results in a bucket for the Knights. 10-5. Rigo brings it up, gives off to Sordo. Sordo to Guardado. Inside. Ronnie Ramirez going to the drop step. Nothing there. Pretty good defense down low. He's looking for his brother, Rigo. Rigo back inside. Ronnie kicks it out. Moran, good reversal. Sordo now with it. 10 on the shot clock. And you have to get going here. Guardado looking for a lifeline. Instead, going to hoist one up. That one no good. Rebounded by Ehrlich. Ehrlich over to Seipert. Seipert enters into Williams on the perimeter, working against Sordo. Nothing there. Pretty good job by the Centurions keeping Williams out of the paint so far. That could be the classic broadcaster jinx. Sordo goes straight up. Williams did not settle for a very good shot. Puts one up barely on the rim. The Centurions recover. 3:40 to go here in the first quarter. And Century has lapped Katella so far, but it's only a 5-point lead. Rigo has it, picks up his dribble, looking for Guardado. Guardado looking for an inside pass, looking for Moran. It's stolen. Ehrlich now in transition. Ehrlich to the Euro step. Left-handed layup is good. Degree of difficulty high for Ehrlich, but he converts. Sordo's going to bring it up. Well, Katella cheating a lot here early in the passing lanes. I'd like to see Century adjust here and look for something backdoor. Ronnie Ramirez over to Rigo. Rigo back over the right shoulder. Fall away jumper, no good. Sordo with a rebound, taps it out, wins another possession here for Century. Ramirez to the rack, looking for the second foul on Williams. A lot of contact, no call made. Katella with a rebound and off to the races. Ehrlich near side, picks up his dribble. Ramirez comes and covers over to Ramirez. Ramirez guarded by Guardado. He's looking for a screen from Torres. Guardado, pretty good on-ball defense. Torres with a pick and roll. That's good. Jorge Torres, pretty good footwork on the pick and roll. Nice looking finish. Torres, 6'1" senior. Turn and face by Sordo. Sordo goes into the lane. Can he get the roll this time? No, he can't. It's a quick 4-1 for Katella. They're only down by 1. Ramirez up the lane. Quick pass back. Guardado to the floor. Everybody's on it. Moran trying to dig it out. He's the first man to it. Helter-skelter battle so far. And Century by the slimmest of margins. Entering at the high post, Moran. Oh, great cut by Sordo. And a nice find from Moran. 12-9. Seipert going to bring it up here. 1:35 to go in the opening quarter. Had Seipert momentarily on the backside. Couldn't find him. Torres now at the high post, guarded by Ronnie Ramirez. Seipert guarded by Moran. Crossover dribble. Nothing there. Tough shot. Sordo with a rebound. Great box out positioning by Sordo, the freshman. Sordo all the way to the other side. He's fouled going up. 2 shots coming to Eduardo Sordo. Remember, everybody, this game will be shown in its entirety on our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. Feel free to subscribe. We'll also have the player up later this evening on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Katella undefeated in conference play. The Orange League, they stand 7-0. Century right behind them along with Savannah, both 5-2. Those are the teams that are contending right now. Katella still has a date with Savannah. And Sordo misses on both. Like he rushed both free throws. Ehrlich with it on the far side. Ramirez, looked like he traveled before he got going. Kicks it back to Williams. Over to Torres. Torres looking for Seipert. Seipert does have some range out to that position. He pops from 17. That no good. Another rebound for Sordo. He has 3 in the opening frame. Rigo Ramirez on the dribble, gives off to Sordo. Sordo guarded closely by Williams. Sordo around him. He goes up. He's fouled. And you got to really like the composure here by Ed Sordo. Only a freshman. But you see the natural basketball instinct. And for Coach Jeff Young and company for Century, it's a welcome sight. Sordo taking his time now. Doesn't rush that one. That's pretty. Got some substitutions here for Katella. We'll see Rafael Flores and Nathan Arrington onto the floor for the Knights. Century does not go very deep. 7-8 deep. Second free throw, no good. Sordo shortchanged it. He's 1 for 4 from the stripe in the first quarter. Arrington with it. Far side, reverses Seipert. Torres. This is Ramirez. Ramirez driving the lane, and the floater's good. Well, Coach Young very familiar with the game of Ramirez. Ramirez, senior, has improved his dribbling ability this year. Ramirez, a lot of daylight. Step back, nothing there. End of the shot clock shot. They're going to say this is a shot clock violation. Check that. It's the end of the quarter. 13-11 after 1. Century with a 2-point lead. Don't go anywhere, folks. Katella won the opening tip. Century will get the ball first here at the start of the second quarter. Michael Lay into the ball game here for the Centurions, along with Melvin Guardado, Rigo Ramirez, and Eduardo Sordo. Sordo drops his shoulder, goes to the basket. That one a little long. Lay with a rebound, puts it up and puts it in. Michael Lay with his first bucket. Seipert up ahead to Torres. Torres looking for a cutting Ramirez, near steal for Guardado. That's great on-ball defense by Melvin. Nothing doing here. 20 on the shot clock. Seipert behind the back dribble. That one stolen by Ramirez. Rigo in transition. No numbers. Let's see if he pulls it back. No, he goes to the basket, lays it up and lays it in. Good recognition there by Rigo. Didn't have the numbers, but he had position. Puts the defender in jail and puts it up with the left hand. Ramirez with it out front, guarded by Guardado. Not much doing there. That one off the back iron and off the backboard. Great defense again by Guardado, the senior for Century. Rigo brings it up. Little hesitation dribble all the way into the lane. Blocked by Ramirez. He's going to stay here. Mike Cepeda, Matt Henson with you on tonight's coverage.
How's it going, Mike?
How you doing there, Matty? Matty, our director, graphics producer this evening. They enter inside to Guardado. Guardado, nothing there. That's just straight up. Arrington, pretty good defense for Katella. Not a lot of offense, though. It's a turnover. Guardado with a steal. Ramirez going to slow things down here. Century wants to keep it ugly. They want to keep it a low-scoring affair. Katella wants to start a track meet. So far, Century with the better of it, leading 17-11. Sordo has it out front, drives the lane. A lot of contact, is going to be a charge. First foul on Eddie.
We got to do more high school games, Mike. They go by so much quicker.
Well, this might be one of two that we do on the season as we know of. The CIF playoffs loom. Century likely has punched their ticket to a spot. The question is, will they host? Ramirez fouled going up with it. I believe he was fouled by Rigo Ramirez. So Ramirez on Ramirez crime will result in Joseph Ramirez for Katella going to the stripe. 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. You're watching high school basketball here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Bonus coverage. Ramirez good on the first. Ronnie going to come in for Rigo. The Twins will spot each other here. Good minutes from Michael Lay so far. Second free throw, just short. Guardado with a rebound. Little press coverage here from Katella, trying to turn up the pace near steal. Sordo gets away with one. Guardado on the reception of the pass. Has it at the top. They enter in. This is Moran inside Sordo. That's easy money. Arrington cannot guard him if they can ISO that all day high-low, and that is just great execution by the Centurions. Torres, that was a double dribble. He puts it up. He's going to get it to go, but thought he put it down, picked it up, and then puts it down again. They're going to say the defender got a hand in there. Meanwhile, Ronnie Ramirez has it up the floor. He's fouled. 5-point lead for Century on top of Katella. I believe this is their largest of the game so far. Rigo Ramirez getting ready to check back into the ball game. He'll come on for Melvin Guardado. He'll get a break. And now, right now, who gets the defensive assignment for Joseph Ramirez for Katella? So far, Guardado's been pretty good. Lay wide open in the corner from three. That one's short. Sordo in pursuit of the rebound. Can't catch up to it. Ramirez going to bring it up for Katella. 5:11 to go in the second quarter. Ramirez driving the lane. Spin move back to his left hand. That one off the mark. Lay tapping around for the rebound. Ronnie Ramirez comes up with it. Ronnie over to Rigo. Rigo near side, going to bring it up for the Centurions. In white, working left to right. Ronnie back to Rigo. Rigo assessing the defense. Slow it down. Lay running the baseline. Sordo on the far side. Ramirez looked like he traveled, and he did. Well, he may not have traveled, but if it looks awkward, they're going to call it. Ehrlich going to bring it up for the Knights. Trailing by 5, 4:40 to go. Arrington has it near side for Katella. Looking to enter inside. This one tapped out of bounds. It's saved by Rafael Flores. Arrington wide open from three. No. Off to the right. Flores with a rebound. Ehrlich, another possession here for Katella. Ehrlich pretty good on the boards, and you can't give up second and third chance opportunities, especially with Williams out of the ballgame. That's a terrible call. Seipert drives the lane. He's the one leaning in, initiating contact. Lay not really doing much there. Let's see if we can catch a replay. That's a tough call. Well, let's see if the ball is on the side of the Centurions. First free throw up, no good. And well, as Rasheed Wallace would say, ball don't lie on the first. Williams checks back into the ball game. Here comes Guardado. He'll come on for Lay. Well, Williams working with a foul. Sordo also with a foul. Second free throw for Seipert is good. Ramirez back into the contest as well. He's going to come on for Seipert. So the ball handling a little suspect out here for Katella. They go big with Flores and Williams on the floor. Let's see if Century can exploit it. Sordo nearly traveled, gives back to Guardado, gets it back on the far side. Under 4 to go in the second quarter. Century clinging to a 4-point lead. Katella has dropped into a zone. Looks like they're trying to protect Williams, working with a foul here. Ramirez running the baseline. Not there. Pass not there, and it's stolen by Ramirez. And you got to be a player. You can't be a mechanic out there and go through the motion and expect that your man's going to be open. Williams flies in for a rebound, puts it up, can't get it to go. Another opportunity. This is Flores out to Ramirez from 3. No, it's long. Sordo finally pulls it down for the Centurions, and we're going to have a timeout called by Century. And this is a great timeout by Coach Jeff Young for Century. It's a great understanding of knowing when the momentum's starting to get away, only with a 4-point lead, 3:22 to go. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one ourselves. Back in a moment here on SoCal College Sports.
And spread the word, everybody. If you have friends or family that couldn't make it to this game or any of our games, be sure to let them know that they can watch all of our broadcasts on our website at www.socalcollegesports.com or our YouTube, SoCal College Sports 1. And if you have a shout out for one of your favorite teams or players, you can tweet that to us at SoCal College SPO, that's SPO. We'd be more than happy to get that on the air for you. Back in a moment.
Century with possession. Moran receives the ball. Here comes a delayed double from Torres. Guardado, top of the key to Ronnie Ramirez. He'll give off to Rigo. Centurions will get into their action. Sordo on the baseline. That's just way too easy. I understand trying to be a little tentative defensively if you're Williams, not trying to pick up another foul, but you have to challenge better to that. That's just way too easy for a player that averages over 17 a game. Sordo leading the way here for the Centurions. We'll have an accurate count at halftime. Sordo with a rebound. Great job by Century going straight up. Nothing there for Williams. Rigo brings it up. Hesitation dribble off to Ronnie. Ronnie behind the back dribble. Nothing there. He'll reset the offense back to Rigo. Over comes Guardado. Catella's eased into a zone here. Well, when you're working against any type of zone, you need either dribble penetration. One of 3 things is good. Dribble penetration. You want to enter in at the high post, see if you can get a reversal, maybe a turn and face and see what you got, or have somebody leak to the short corner. The last possession, it was Sordo to the short corner. It's just Ronnie Ramirez from NBA range. No good. Sometimes bad shots can lead to bad possessions defensively. Sordo taps that out of bounds. Williams was off. Luckily, Sordo did not pick up a foul. Sordo looks a little tired out there. I wonder if Coach Young may be thinking about taking him out to give him a spell. If he hasn't picked up a foul within the next 30 to 45 seconds, we might very well see Sordo come off of the floor. Cyper pulls up from 17 feet. That's good. So Cypert on the board for the Knights. They cut the deficit to 4, 21-17. We're in the second quarter, 2:02 to go. Sordo picks up his dribble, gives off to Guardado. Guardado near side to Rigo Ramirez. Moran to Ronnie. Rigo working on Williams. Too much dribbling. Joseph Ramirez in full denial of Sordo. 5 on the shot clock. Rigo's going to have to make something happen here. He's going to fire from way downtown. That's off the mark. Guardado taps it, but right to Williams. Under 90 seconds to go here in the second quarter. With a futile possession offensively for the Centurions, but Guardado with a steal gives off to Moran. Heady play by Moran, allowing Rigo Ramirez to reestablish in the front court, not get a backcourt violation. The hold down low, this is going to go against, I think, Ehrlich. did not get clarification from the scorer's table on who the foul was called, either Ehrlich or Ramirez. Guardado comes off, as does Rigo Ramirez, so they're going to keep Sordo in. Moran receives the inbounds pass off to Sordo, under a minute to go in the second quarter. Ronnie Ramirez with it out front. Michael Lay turns and faces, gives off to Moran. Moran guarded by Torres. Sordo still on the dribble, kicks out Moran. I think he traveled, and he did. For the first time tonight, we're seeing Damian Martinez here in the final minute of the second quarter. His father either watching or in attendance, very active in his basketball life. Frank Martinez, we call him Chafa. 35 seconds to go. That's a travel. Where's the call? Torres puts it up. It's an air ball. Ball really didn't lie there. Arrington gets it, and he puts it up. Not in. Sordo goes up for a rebound, and he's fouled. If you're going to call steps on the other end, where's the call there? Absolutely brutal. Bring back Guardado and Rigo Ramirez. Sordo going to inbound the basketball. They're instructing him that he cannot run the baseline. He does enter it in, and he's going to bring it up for what's likely going to be the last possession here in the first half. Sordo drops his shoulder. Oh, Ronnie had a wide open three. I think you have to shoot that. You have that kind of daylight. Trust your touch. Moran has that pass nearly stolen. He recovers. 4 on the clock. Gets a shot up, and he's fouled by Williams, and one! Luis Moran, an and one opportunity here. More importantly, the second foul on Williams. An incredible individual effort there for Luis Moran. He can get this to a 7-point lead at the half should he convert. 1.1 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Free throw up, and Moran buries it. Torres looking to enter it in. Nothing there. We go in at the half, 24-17. Fantastic half Century brand basketball here from the Thunderdome. Stay tuned, everybody.
And remember, everybody, if you have friends or family that want to watch the game but couldn't make it into the gymnasium tonight, be sure to let them know that they can watch our game on our website at www.socalcollegesports.com or our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. And if you have a shout out for one of your favorite teams or players, be sure to tweet that to us at SoCal College SPO, that's SPO, and we'd be happy to get that on the air for you. At the half, Centurions lead the Knights 24-17. Back in a moment. And we're just moments away from the beginning of the second half. The Centurions lead 24-17 against the Katella Knights. Spread the word. If you have friends or family that want to watch the game but couldn't make it into the gymnasium, let them know that they can watch all of our broadcasts on our website at www.socalcollegesports.com. And our games are also archived on our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. You can also catch the live broadcast there as well. If you'd like a shout out to get on air for one of your favorite teams or players, be sure to tweet that to us at SoCal College SPO, that's SPO, and we'd be more than happy to get that on the air for you. Back in under a minute and a half.
To start the second half here live from Century High School, 24-17. As we start the third quarter, Mike Spada, Matt Henson with you on tonight's coverage. Happy you've joined us, everybody. Spread the word. SoCal College Sports 1 on YouTube. We are broadcasting live. Set play out of halftime. That's terrific execution. Flanagan just unable to finish, and it's Riley Flanagan starting the second half here for Katella. So Coach Carlo Davis looking for a different look, and that one nearly stolen, and it's going to be a turnover on the opening offensive possession here for the Centurions. Flanagan adds good size to this Katella lineup at 6'6". He's a junior. Question is, can you utilize him? Not very steady hands on the opening possession. Perfect set play. Got the Centurions off guard. Seipert down the lane, can't finish. Sordo with another rebound. If he doesn't have a double-double already, I'd be shocked. Sordo with 12 in the first half. Moran with 6. Rigo with 2. Melvin Gordado with 2. And Lay also with a bucket. The lead remains 7 here for the Centurions. 7 to go in the third quarter. Rigo has it near side, picks up his dribble, gives off to Gordado. Gordado surveying the defense, gives over to Rigo. Ronnie, second best shooter on the team from way downtown. And Ronnie Ramirez gets it out to double-digit lead for Century, 27-17. And Katella undefeated in conference, looking anything but. Seipert to the bucket, and he scores. Seipert now with 9 points. He had 7 in the first half to lead Katella. And how about the defensive job on Ramirez and Williams by Century? Williams with 1 point, Ramirez with 3. Two players averaging a combined 28 points per game on the season. Ronnie thought about it from deep again. Why not give it to him? Got a little daylight there. Moran turns the corner. Off to Rigo. Rigo with a pump fake. Drives the lane. Nothing there. Back out to Ronnie. Ronnie with a pump fake. Puts up another 3. Another triple. No. Williams with a rebound. Katella now off to the races. 27-19. 5:40 to go in the third quarter. Williams down low. That positioning is just too good. Williams can't finish. Flanagan has it blocked up top. We're going to have 2 shots coming. The foul's going to go against Guardado. Looked like that was all ball. Matt, can we get a replay here? I'd like to see where the contact was. Was it on the arm or was it on the ball? Flanagan uses that big 6'6" body, and Guardado, he made a pretty good effort to get to that basketball, but I'm going to say he got a little bit of the hand. Pretty bang. Not the worst call I've ever seen. First free throw, no good by Flanagan. Second free throw, that one nothing but net. Lead down to 20, or lead down to 7. It's a steal here for Torres. Torres can't get a friendly roll. Sordo going for the rebound. Torres gets his own rebound, puts it up and puts it in. Quick 5-0 run for Katella after they fell behind by double digits. Here's a steal, near steal, but a foul called on Torres. 27-22. As we modify the score for you. Century is playing pretty solid to open the quarter and then unraveling a little bit. Got to be a player here. Can't pick up your dribble 30 feet away from the basket. Rigo enters into Sordo. Sordo loses the handle on it. Ramirez with another steal. The freshman looking a little shaky here to open the third quarter. Ramirez brings it up, pushes off. That's an offensive foul, and it's called accordingly on the court. And Guardado having a night defensively here for the Centurions. Really frustrating Ramirez in what he wants to do. Sordo going to bring it up, the freshman. At 12 in the first 2 quarters. Rolls to the basket. Rigo from the elbow. No, off the back iron. Rebounded by Torres for Katella. Seipert leading the way scoring-wise for the Knights. Has it right now. It gives off to Torres. Torres looking into the high post. No, it gives off to Ramirez. Ramirez reverses to Seipert. They look down low. This is Williams. Williams turns over his right shoulder. Nothing there. Flanagan taps a rebound to Williams. Williams lays it up and lays it in. So Katella starting to assert themselves down low with a lot of size. The biggest player on the court right now for Century, 6'1", and that's Sordo, and that's one of your primary ball handlers. And if you're Century, you have to team rebound every possession defensively. Ronnie Ramirez, his second triple. No, it's short. Sordo with the rebound, goes up with it. He's fouled. No, he traveled. Little contact down low, but he did switch pivot feet. That's what drew the whistle. 3:50 to go in the third quarter. You're watching high school basketball here from Century High School. Santa Ana, California. Torres turns a corner. Ramirez with a challenge. Friendly roll, no. Torres gets his own rebound yet again. That's a travel. Seipert now with possession for Katella. Gives off to Ramirez. Guardado. Just great feet by Guardado. And that is old school Century basketball right there. Sordo moves his feet, forces Williams out. A lot of contact. Charge. Indeed. Back-to-back charges on Katella. Another foul called on Williams. That's his third. Story developing there. The lead scorer for Katella working with 3 fouls in the third quarter. I don't know what Carlo Davis is arguing about, because Williams was obviously out of control. Rigo going to bring it up. And right now, Century looking like they're not trying to lose instead of trying to win a basketball game. Only bucket in this quarter, I believe, was the 3 by Ramirez. Ronnie, that was. Guardado in the corner. This is Ronnie again from 3. He's 1 of 4 from triple and getting a little trigger happy from beyond the arc. 2:49 to go. Flanagan fronted inside, and it's a steal for Sordo. Rigo Ramirez hits the deck. Bounces back up, and he now has possession. Lazy pass has tapped out of bounds. It's a young team for Century. Rigo and Ronnie, both sophomores. Your best player is Sordo, who's a freshman, only one senior, and that's Melvin Guardado. But when you have a young team like this, you can expect the play to be a little up and down. Looked like maybe a travel there. Sordo with a rebound, and he puts it up and puts it in. That might get him going here in the second half. Near steal for Moran. Seipert does receive the basketball. Seipert now with possession, enters at the high post to Williams. Williams off the mark, off of the backboard, went over the back. Fourth foul on Ed Williams. And in comes Rafael Flores. Exactly what the doctor ordered if you're Jeff Young, head coach for Century. 2:05 to go. The lead back to 5 for the Centurions. That's a steal. Seipert. Ronnie with the foul and one. Chris Seipert having himself a ball game here in the Thunderdome. He can cut it to a bucket, the made free throw, and it's good. The ball handling a little shaky right now for Century. Enter at the high post, Moran turning face, puts it up and puts it in. Luis Moran ended the first half emphatically with an N1 that drew the second foul on Ed Williams, and Williams now on the bench for Katella with 4. Guardado smelled blood in the water, had a near steal there, working with Moran on a double team. Seipert lucky that it went off of Guardado out of bounds. Ramirez with possession, working against Melvin. Ramirez to his left. Guardado, tough shot, tough defense, in and out. Ramirez with it. Over to Ronnie Moran. Same spot, same result. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one ourselves. Back in a moment. Do we still have the stream? Did they just take the phone? Did they just take the phone? You can catch this broadcast in its entirety on our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. We will have the player on our website later this evening, www.socalcollegesports.com. 33-27, under a minute to go in the third quarter. Battle in the Orange League here at Century High School. It's Katella and Century duking it out. The Centurions with a 6-point lead on top of the Knights. Knights in the black. Flanagan and Flores, the big men. Torres picks up his dribble, has to give off. They're looking inside for Flanagan. Flanagan able to receive the pass. It's going to be a foul down low. It's going to go against Michael Lay. That is a tough assignment down low. Lay listed at 6 foot, maybe on an apple box. 1-4 down low. Ramirez sneaks to the top from 3. Yes! Cuts a lead in half, 33-30. Now let's see if the Centurions can respond here. Likely going to be one of the last possessions in the third quarter. Ronnie over to Guardado. Guardado looking in, nothing there. They are covering Moran with some emphasis in the mid-post. Moran leaks out to the top of the key. They enter inside to Sordo. Sordo goes up with it, puts it up, and puts it in over the 6'6" Flanagan. That's an answer right there. Torres from way downtown, not going to be good, and we go into the final frame of 5-point lead for Century on top of Katella. You are watching SoCalCollegeSports.com's coverage, bonus coverage, high school basketball live from Santa Ana. Too high. Start of the fourth quarter. 35-30. Century with the basketball. Guardado looking for Sordo inside. Sordo has it stripped going up, gets the ball back out to Guardado. That's a long two. That one off the back iron. Ehrlich with a rebound. Four-point lead for Century. Sordo looking for another rebound. Can't come away with it, but it's Ronnie Ramirez off to Rigo. And we go back the other way for Century High School. 7:07 to go here in the fourth quarter. Pass into the corner. Ronnie Ramirez fouled going up with it. He has 3 shots coming his way. Well, he's 1 out of his last 5, but he's got 3 free throws coming right now. Ronnie, second best shooter on the team, maybe the best shooter on the team. First free throw up, no good. That's a classic jinx by the sports broadcaster. He's got 3 though coming, and these are huge free throws. You make your free throws, you're going to win tight ball games. Easier said than done. Oh, that was Bruce Bowen-esque. You see the hesitation here from Ronnie. He needs to get his breathing right. Flores is going to come off. Williams back into the ball game. He is 1 away from going home. Working with 4 fouls. It's early fourth quarter. But the Knights trailing it by 5. 1 more free throw coming to Ronnie Ramirez. Can he right the ship here on the final attempt? It's good. 36-30. I believe this is the largest lead tonight here for the Centurions. Ramirez has it far side, guarded by Guardado. Ehrlich from 3 in the corner, that's short. Long rebound, caroms off to Ehrlich. Another possession here for Katella. Moran over pursuit on Cypress, but it's a steal for Luis. Luis slows it up. He's double teamed. He's going to have to step through it. Gives off to Rigo Ramirez. Rigo back the other way quickly. A lot of contact from Ramirez. It's going to be a timeout called by Jeff Young. A smart one, too. He had Sordo wide open underneath the basket, but a pretty good double team here from Katella. 36-30, 6:26 to go. Back in a moment here on SoCal College Sports. 36-30. Century went down by 7 points last time these two teams met back on January 17th. Katella unbeaten in league play. Century trying to change that script here tonight. Moran in the short corner gives off to Sordo. Sordo 18 on the shot clock. Plenty of time here. Don't have to rush it. You got a 6-point lead. You want to chew up as much clock as possible if you're the Centurions. Catella's up there, defensive pressure. Rigo has it near side, looking inside for Sordo. Nothing there. Rigo has to bring it back out. 2 on the shot clock. Moran from way downtown, and he buried it! Luis Moran! Wow! 39-30. What a shot from about 25 feet. Steph Curry would be proud. Great move by Seipert, and he answers on the other end, and Seipert having the game of his career here this evening. In a game where the 2 lead scorers for Katella have been a no-show. And not necessarily a no-show, but the defensive pressure on them and the assignments have been played perfectly. Sordo to Ronnie. Ronnie, hesitation, inside, outside to Rigo. Rigo had some daylight, thought twice about it. 10 on the shot clock. Sordo's going to have to go to work. Sordo turns the corner. They switch out. Ronnie Ramirez from 3. A dagger, no. Williams with a rebound. Five minutes to go here in the fourth. Century up by 7. Ehrlich has it. Far side gives off to Seipert. Player of the game thus far for Katella. Torres at the high post. Picks up his dribble. Gives off to Joseph Ramirez. Ramirez with a little daylight to his left. Puts a shot up. 2 shots coming to Joseph. Ramirez has to take his time here. Well, he did. Only problem is he rushed his shot. I don't get it yet. You take your time at the free throw line, but you don't establish any rhythm. This is better here from Ramirez. Better result. 39-33. Jim still buzzing after that 26 3-point shot from Moran. Ronnie Ramirez looking for a dagger here. Under 5 minutes to go. That one toilet bowls out of the basket. Ehrlich inside to Williams. Williams hesitates, puts one up and puts one in. Sordo straight up. Made it a difficult shot, but Williams with a better finish. That was a near backcourt there. Moran over to Rigo. Rigo has it up top. Working against Torres. Gives off to Moran. Moran working on Seipert. Sordo has it out front. Rigo wide open in the corridor. Sordo instead goes down the middle. A lot of contact, no call. Williams with a rebound. No, it's Sordo goes up with it, and a foul coming. That is number 5 on Ed Williams, and he's done. How about the tenacity down low here from Ed Sordo? Going to work, big man. And he's not a big man, just plays like one. Look at that. Jeff Young, head coach for Century. He's excited. Why not? It's a team that has battled adversity all year. Had a transfer. One of their best players last year transferred to another school. Sordo misses on the front end. But in a conversation with Jeff Young earlier in the week, said, he didn't really expect his team to be in this position. On the season, 15-8 coming into tonight, 5-2 in league. An opportunity here to come away with a league title in what could have been a down year. Ehrlich turns a corner. It's a steal. Rigo comes away with it. Back to Moran. They reverse it. Over to Ronnie. Ronnie going to bring it up. Through the leg. Nearly lost it. Over to Melvin. Melvin over to Ronnie. Ronnie back to Moran. Looking inside for Sordo. Great catch and a finish by Ed Sordo. Sordo nearing 20 if he doesn't have it already. Seipert, the lead scorer tonight for Katella, trying to keep his team in it. Off to Joseph Ramirez. Spin move good into the lane. Ramirez wanted a call, not going to get it. It's a good response, though, for Katella. The deficit back to 5 for the Knights. Moran with it near side. Ramirez, Rigo has it at the top of the key, backs it out, off to Moran, gets it back from Moran, 3:05 to go, 19 on the shot clock. Moran looking for a cutting Sordo, not there. Rigo drives the lane, he has a little daylight, puts it up, has it blocked by Ramirez. Terrific play by Joseph. Seipert with it on the far side, working against Moran. Guardado with a reach in. Are they going to get Guardado or are they going to get Ronnie Ramirez or Moran with the body? I think they're going to get Guardado. I want to say that's number 3 on Guardado. First free throw up and good for Seipert. Getting down to the nitty-gritty here, 2:46 to go. And Century's pretty much led throughout. But can they close the show? A lot easier said than done with the young ball club. 42-39, timeout on the floor. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Spread the word, everybody. If you have friends or family that couldn't make it to tonight's game but want to watch it, they can do so on our website at www.socalcollegesports.com and our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. Back in a moment.
.42-39, the type of game that recedes hairlines in the making here tonight from the Thunderdome on the campus of Century High School. Happy you've joined us, everybody. Spread the word, www.socalcollegesports.com. Bonus coverage here tonight, high school basketball. Sordo fell down, and he turns it over. Ramirez was riding him all the way up, and they don't call a foul, and it's a turnover on Ed Sordo. Well, they'll let them play just a little bit. Moran on Ramirez. Ramirez kicks it out. Torres maybe traveled. Torres loses the ball. He traveled for sure there. It gives off to Ramirez. Ramirez falls down going up with it. It's tapped out of bounds. Sordo trying to save it, and he does right to the senior Guardado. This is going to be a foul called on Seipert, and I believe Guardado is going to be awarded a 1-and-1. Special thank you tonight to the crew at hand: Rosa Rojas, Monica Rivera, Javier Martinez. Instructor Mark Bush here at Century High School. Throwing out a little extra credit. And of course, athletic director here, Matt Kavanaugh, former coach here at Century High School. First free throw up and good. So is the second. The lead back out to 5 for the Centurions. 2:18 to go. Pass quickly up ahead. This is Torres. That one partially blocked. Still not out of harm's way. Ehrlich with another rebound. This foul is going to go against, I think, Rigo Ramirez. Two shots coming to Jacob Ehrlich. 5'11" junior guard here for Katella. Free throws up and good. Ehrlich readies the second free throw. That's good. Back to a one-possession game. That's a foul by Seipert. Guardado did an excellent job last time down, hitting both free throws. Can he hit the DVR button and repeat? Easier said than done. Right now the ball feels like a medicine ball. Free throw up and good, and that is silky smooth from your senior captain. Another big free throw here for Melvin. In and out. 45-41, Seipert from way downtown that hit the tape, and this is going to go back to Century. 2:04 to go with a 4-point lead. Full court pressure here from Katella. Rigo comes away with it. Here comes a double team from the middle. Sordo, that pass intercepted, but it's saved right to Moran. Quickly up ahead. Guardado puts it up, puts it not in. It comes away to Rigo Ramirez, and great heady play from Rigo, kicking it back out to chew up more clock, up by 4. That is a heady play for the sophomore. Sordo with a spin move inside. It's blocked up top by Torres, but a foul down low. This is going to go against Ramirez, I believe. What a terrific move down low. Matt, can we see the replay on it? Sordo puts it down. One dribble, baseline, goes middle. And indeed, it was Ramirez. Riding him down low. It's just going to be a timeout. We have a full timeout called on the floor. I believe this is going to be called by Katella. Big free throws coming up here for Ed Sordo. Stay tuned. .45-41 down the stretch. We come 1:36 to go. And Ed Sordo, lead scorer tonight for both teams at the stripe. He can get this out to 6 with a couple made free throws. Missed 2 earlier. Misses another. You have to make free throws here, especially in this spot. Second one up and good. Sordo gets it out to a 5-point lead, 46-41. Seipert to the bucket. Can't finish. Yes, he does. A little English on that one. A la Cedric Sabalas. There's going to be a foul called on Ehrlich. Looks like Rigo Ramirez is going to go to the line. I think it's going to be a 10th team foul. So if memory serves, it should be a double bonus for the Centurions. 2 shots coming to Rigo Ramirez. Knock down your free throws. And Catella's dropping their first one in league. If you don't, you're going to make it interesting. First one off the mark. Huge free throw right here. Essentially make it a 2-possession ball game. On the main free throw, 1:25 to go. No doubt about that one. As Rigo puts it through. 1:25 to go. Seipert into the lane. Tough shot off the back iron, rebounded by Moran. Moran back to Rigo Ramirez. Here comes a double team. You're going to have to dribble past it. Rigo, a lot of contact on the body, and they call it this time. One that should have been called on the far side against Sorda. But Rigo going to the free throw line yet again. 1:14 to go. Well, a couple missed calls here, but that's going to be, that's par for the course. I think this refereeing crew has done a pretty good job tonight overall. Rigo, nothing but net on the first. And Coach Young, I think, is instructing Ronnie Ramirez to not allow them to roll the ball down the floor on the inbounds on a made free throw. It is a made free throw, and that's exactly what happens as Seipert gets it inbounded. Guardado comes up and guards him. Moran on Ramirez. They enter into Torres at the high post. Torres buries it from 15 feet. Rigo up ahead of Moran. Moran, a lot of open field in front of him, nearly lost the ball. Rigo comes away with it. Still on the dribble, killing some clock. Ronnie in the short corner gives back to Rigo. And Century playing keep away with under a minute to go. Inside, beautiful feed. Melvin, great pump fake. And that might be the nail in the coffin. 40 seconds to go, 51-45. Ramirez up the floor, puts up a shot, no good. It's going to be a foul, going to go against Century. I believe Flores had the ball down low, and Rafi going to go to the line here. I think that's a 17th foul. It's going to be a 1-and-1. And you have to be aware here if you're Century of the situation. This is a 1-and-1 here, and you have to rebound the basketball. Ramirez and Torres, their hair is on fire. And this is a spot right here where you really miss a player like Ed Williams. And I'm surprised we're not going to see a guy like Riley Flanagan at 6'6" come in for a potential missed free throw. Instead, they insert Nathan Arrington at 6 foot. First free throw, no good. Sordo with a rebound. Ronnie comes away with it. Double dribble? No. It's a foul. Or timeout. Either way, I'll take it. 26 seconds to go, 51-45. Terrific performance defensively here tonight by the Centurions. They did exactly what they wanted to do. I don't know if Chris Seipert was in the game plan, but he has come to play for Katella. But it's an effort that's likely going to fall short here. The deck has been stacked against them. Century has been terrific defensively. Again, special thanks to Rosa Rojas, Monica Rivera, Javier Martinez, Matt Henson, of course, technical director, graphics producer, Jeff Young, head basketball coach here at Century High School, Robert Ramirez, the entire coaching staff here at Century, athletic director Matt Kavanaugh, allowing us to bring you coverage here on SoCalCollegeSports.com, bonus coverage here from Century High School in Santa Ana. Century on the doorstep. Hell, on the doorstep. They've already dug a grave and a couple shovels of dirt on top of the Katella coffin. Moran has it entered into him. He's fouled quickly by Flores. Well, Moran, a couple of emphatic three-point plays. First to end the first half, and second, with the shot clock winding down, he hoists one beyond the gray line from about 26, 27 feet. Little Steph Curry range, and he drilled it. Free throw up and good for Luis Moran. Moran only a sophomore here. Both free throws up and good for Luis. It's an 8-point advantage here for Century. Ramirez brings it up to Flores. Flores from way downtown, and he buries the triple. Sordo quickly inbound. It looked like he might have traveled, but he's fouled quickly by Flores. Surprised we haven't seen a little bit more pick and pop for Rafael Flores here. He's shown some range in some of the tape that I saw throughout the season as Sordo misses on the front end of that free throw. Seen Flores extend the range. He shows off his range that time. Second free throw up and good. Sordo, oh, he had a near steal. Guardado in pursuit of Seipert. Seipert step back three, tough shot, no good. Sordo, can he close the deal with another rebound, falling to the floor, gives it right off to Seipert. Seipert lays it up and lays it in. Not going to matter here. Clock running out, and that will do it. 54-50, your final, as Century knocks Katella from the ranks of the unbeaten here in the Orange League. They improved to 6-2 in league. Meanwhile, Katella dropping to 7-1 overall. Katella dropping to 10-13. The Centurions 16-8 now on the season. And should Katella drop another one, they are at Savannah to close league play. And of course, Century has to take care of business in their next two. That would result in a league title. Century has done their part. And what a game here. What a gritty performance from the young bunch. We're able to close the show. 54-50, your final. Thank you for watching, everybody. For everybody on the crew, Rosa Rojas, Monica Rivera, Javier Martinez, Matt Henson, I am Mike Cepeda signing off. SoCalCollegeSports.com's coverage. High school basketball, again, a final 54-50. Century comes away with a win over Katella. Thanks for watching, everybody.